Now my dear students, today we are starting the chapter number 9, that is surface chemistry in crash course, my dear students. In this crash course, my dear students, some questions are asked from this chapter in surface chemistry. What are the areas are important? You must be remember those areas. Number 1, that is my students, you can learn the number 1 classification of colloids. Number 2, you can learn the preparations, and number 3, you can learn the various types of process, so called Brownian movement, or you can say that electrical method, electrophoresis, dialysis, this type of or Tyndall effect, these properties, electrical properties, mechanical properties, and these you can learn and remember those points. Now my dear students, we can see the which type of questions asked in this chapter and what is the concept of these questions. Now my dear students, let's we start. My dear student, this is the question number 1, and you can see here in question which is asked in 2019, the correct option representing a friendly adsorption isotherm is. My dear students, you can know that friendly adsorption isotherm, what is the concept of this question, my dear students? Concept of this question is that in when we can plot the between the graph between the this x upon m and this pressure, then my dear students, you can see here this we can get this type of graph, and this is the x upon m is the amount of adsorption of a gas. My dear students, this is the amount of adsorption of a gas with pressure. So you can see here when pressure is increases, this is 0, and in this way we can increase the pressure. When we increase the pressure, my dear students, this amount of the adsorbed gases also increases. What is this, my dear students? This is the amount of adsorbed gases also increases. It means it shows the relationship between this x upon m. X upon m is proportional to P, and my dear students, when this P 1 upon n. Why 1 upon n, my dear students? Because here you can see this proportionality when this after this point this pressure is constant. So my dear students, you can see here when x upon m is proportional to the pressure, so you can get this line, and 1 upon n is the slope of this line, and that slope, my dear students, is equal to 1 upon n. So here you can see the slope is equal to 1 upon n. I can write here slope is equal to 1 upon n. So my dear students, here this is the slope 1 upon n, and here you can get this P is always, and when this proportionality sign is replaced by the constant, then you can get the Kp power 1 upon n. So my dear students, when you can see the x upon m is equal to Kp ki power 1 upon n, here this n 1 upon n means this is the less than 1. 1 upon n means this is the power less than 1. So you can see here minus 1, it is not answer. Kp 2.5 is a greater than this 1 upon n, and here you can see x upon m, this Kp 0.3, and here Kp minus 0.5. Yes, my dear students, this is answer. Question number first answer is C, and concept is this: when you can plot the graph between this x upon m and pressure. X upon m is the amount of gas which is adsorbed, it is called x upon m, and this is the pressure. So you can here see this x upon m is equal to Kp ki power 1 upon n. Now my dear students, when you can see the question number 2. In this question, my dear students, which one of the following characteristics is associated with adsorption? Now my dear students, what is the concept of this question? Concept. When we see this concept, here we can see this is the metal, and when this metal, which metal, nickel or platinum, when this metal is used, then you can see here, my dear students, small gases are adsorbed by these metals, and when small gases are adsorbed by this metal, these are the gases which are adsorbed by this metal. So you can see here when these gases are adsorbed, when these gases are adsorbed by this metal surface, then you can see here molecules, gaseous molecules are close to each other, and when these gaseous molecules are close with each other, it means when gaseous molecules are close with each other, it means entropy decreases. Change in entropy decreases. Change in entropy decreases because entropy of the solid is less than entropy of the liquid, and entropy of the liquid is less than entropy of the gas. So, my dear students, you can see here entropy decreases because gaseous molecules are close with each other, and so that entropy decreases. If entropy decreases, you can write here delta S is equal to negative. You can get. This is our number 1 point, delta S is equal to negative. And my dear students, when delta S is equal to negative, it means what is the delta H? My dear students, delta H is the enthalpy, change in enthalpy. Delta S is the change in enthalpy, and for exothermic process, exothermic reactions, delta H is equal to negative. My dear students, here adsorption, here this is the adsorption, and this adsorption is a exothermic reaction. Adsorption is a exothermic reaction. So, my dear students, you can see here when adsorption is exothermic reaction, so delta H must be negative. So, you can write here delta H must be negative. Here delta H must be negative. When delta S and delta H negative, simultaneously this my dear students, adsorption is also a spontaneous process. Okay. Concept, you can write here concept, and here we can see here adsorption is a spontaneous reaction, and when adsorption is a spontaneous reaction, so my dear students, you can see here delta G must be negative. So, you can see here number 1, number 2 and number 3, here delta S negative, delta H negative and delta G must be negative. So, you can go to the question number 2, you can go to the answer D. Here this is first point, my dear students, concept, this is the concept of second, and this is the, and due to this concept, my dear students, you can get the answer, and answer is delta G, delta H, delta S are negative. This question is asked in NEET 2016, my dear students. Now, we can discuss the question number 3rd. Here in friendly adsorption isotherm, the value of 1 upon n, what is the formula and reaction? Here you can see the formula. Here you can see the formula x upon m, that equal to k into p power 1 upon n. So, my dear students, here you can see the 1 upon n, and this 1 upon n is lies between the 0, here it is greater than 0, 1 upon n, and my dear students, less than 1. So, 1 upon n is lies between the 0 and 1. So, you can go to the, that is the answer A, question number 3rd. Now, we can go, this question is also asked in 2012, my dear students. Now, we can see here question number 4th. Here you can see the question number 4th. If x is amount of adsorbate, x is the amount of adsorbate, you can see here x amount of adsorbate, and m is the amount of adsorbent. Here 8 and 8 are present here. Which of the following is the relation is not related to adsorption process? my dear students, you know the formula, and by the use of this formula x upon m, that will do k into p की power 1 upon n. Here my dear students, when this k is replaced, k is a constant, then you can get the x upon m is proportional to p की power 1 upon n. So here my dear students, x upon m is proportional to p की power 1 upon n. So you can see here by this formula, when x upon m, yeah, this is not related. You can underline this point, which of the following relation is not related. Here you can see the x upon m function of p at constant temperature. You can hear function of p, that is the constant temperature. X upon m is a function of T, temperature at constant pressure, yes, and here P is a function of upon T, function by T at constant x upon m. But here this D is not a correct answer. By this formula you can see here, this is the conditions, and these conditions is apply in the Freundling adsorption isotherm. Now we can go to the question number 5th, my dear students, which is asked in 2007. The Langmuir adsorption isotherm is detected using the assumption. Here my dear students, you can see here the what is the Langmuir adsorption isotherm. It is apply in the Langmuir adsorption isotherm is apply in chemical adsorption. This is apply in chemical adsorption, and chemical adsorption you can see the chemical bonds are formed in chemical adsorption, my dear student. This is the concept of this question. In chemical adsorption, chemical bonds are formed when, my dear students, these are the chemical bonds are formed, and when these chemical bonds are formed means free valencies are present there, means those particles adsorbate particle are adsorbed by the adsorbate particles forms a bond with adsorbent. Here my dear students, you can see here adsorbate particles forms a bond with adsorbent. So my dear students, you can see here this the adsorption sites are equivalent in their ability to adsorb the particles, means number of adsorption sites adsorb the particle because chemical bonds are formed. Chemical bonds are formed means both are equal, number of adsorbate particles are equal to valency of adsorbent. And you can see here, my dear students, then metal is called metal, nickel or platinum, which are act as a catalyst are also called this adsorbent, and gases which are adsorbed on this metal is called adsorbate. So this is the concept, my dear students, for this question, and this question is also asked in 2007 NEET exam, and you can see the theory and concept, and by this theory and concept you can also solve the another examples. Now my dear students, we can go to the question number 6. Here my dear students, this question is also asked in 2006 and 1994. Here a plot of log x upon m versus log p for the adsorption of a gas on a solid gives a straight line with a slope equal to. Yes, this is the graph, and this graph is already we can plot x upon m and p, and when you can plot the graph between x upon m and p, and you can get this slope, straight line slope, my dear students. This is Freundling adsorption isotherm, and this is slope, my dear students, and that slope is equal to 1 upon n. Why? Because you can see here x upon m is equal to k into p ki power 1 upon n. When you can log and log x upon m and log p, then you can here get the formula log x upon m, that equal to log p, log k plus log p. Here my dear students, you can see basic formulas of log m into n, that equal to log m plus log n, and here you can see the log k plus log p, here you can see the log k plus log p. So my dear students, when you see the log k plus log p, log m into n, here you can see log k into log p, so you can get the log k plus log p. Now we can, here 1 upon n is present here. Now another basic formula is log m ki power n, that equal to my dear students n log m. So you can also use this formula in this part of this formula. Log x upon m is equal to log k plus 1 upon n into log p. Here you can see the 1 upon n. 1 upon n is the part of this n, and here you can see that this n come front of this log m. So my dear students, you can apply this formula in this portion. So log x upon, when you can plot the graph between the log x upon m, here log x upon m, and log p, here you can see the log p, then my dear students, you can see you can get this 1 upon n, and this 1 upon n is equal to slope, and this is called intercept. My dear students, this intercept is equal to log k. Here you can see the log k, you can see the intercept, and this intercept is equal to log k. So my dear students, you can here give the answer easily. When we plot log x upon m here versus log p for the adsorption of a gas on solid, gives a straight line based slope equal to log question number 6 1 upon n d. My dear students, d is the correct options. Slope is equal to 1 upon n. This question is asked, my dear students, 1994 and then 2006. So you can see this is the concept. I give you concept and derive the formula and give this graph, and I hope you can learn easily, my dear students, by this technique. Now we can go to the question number 7, which is not correct regarding the adsorption of a gas on surface of a solid. Here my dear students, when surface of solid, you can hear solid surface and gaseous molecules are adsorbed on this surface. These are the gaseous molecules which are adsorbed on the surface. Then when increasing the temperature, then these molecules are go away. So A option, on increasing temperature adsorption continuously, no, not at all. Here number 2, my dear students, B part, enthalpy entropy change is negative. Yes, this is the correct answers, question number 7, but here is called not correct. So my dear students, not correct, but it is a correct. So you don't give this answer. You give this answer A. Why? Because this question asked you which is not correct. Here this is not correct. On increasing temperature, adsorption increases continuously. When you increase the temperature, my dear students, this adsorbed gaseous molecule, this is the gas molecule, it is liberated and escape from this solid surface. So my dear students, answer is A, and this question is also asked in 2001. This is the concept of this question. Now we can see here question number 8. Here you can see which one of the following statement is not correct. Number 1, A option, the value of equilibrium constant is changed in the presence of a catalyst in the reaction at equilibrium. B, enzymes catalysis mainly biochemical reactions. C, coenzymes increases the catalytic activity of enzymes, and D, catalyst does not initiate any reaction. My dear students, catalyst always initiate the reaction, its answer is the correct, but here not correct answer, he want the not correct answer. or not correct statement. Coenzyme increase the catalytic activity of enzymes. My dear students, it is a right statement. That's why it is called coenzyme, because it increases the enzymatic catalytic. So those substances which increase the enzymatic catalytic activity are called coenzymes. This is the theory and concept of this question. Theory, and I gave you theory and concept in each option. So you can easily remember your subject and get the more marks in NEET exam. Now my dear students, when we can see the option C, B, enzymes catalysis mainly biochemical reaction, yes, and the value of equilibrium constant is changed in the presence of catalyst. My dear student, this is wrong, because this equilibrium constant is never changed when you can add the catalyst in the equilibrium conditions. So this is the wrong statement. When A plus B to give C plus D, C, this is the equilibrium condition, and you can add the catalyst, then this catalyst not alter this concentration of A or B, because my dear student, this catalyst increase the rate of forward action. This is rate of forward action, and also my dear students, it is also increase the rate of backward action. So my dear students, you can see here it increases the rate of forward action, backward action. So this is not increase the value of equilibrium constant. This question is also asked in NEET 2017. This is a question number 8. Now my dear students, we can discuss the question number 9. Which of the following statement is incorrect about enzyme catalysis? Enzymes are mostly proteinous in nature, and this is also, you can see here, incorrect statement. He want the incorrect statement, not correct statement. So you can see all the statements and choose the incorrect. My dear student, this is also asked this question 2012 NEET exam, and if you know the concept and theory, then you can easily solve this question, my dear students. What is the enzyme catalysis? Enzymes are mostly proteinous in nature. Yes, this is correct answer. Proteinous nature enzymes. For example, pepsin is a proteinous in nature. Coenzymes are proteinous in nature. Enzymes action is specific. Yes, my dear students, specific reactions. Specific reaction wants the specific enzymes. For example, you can see that when maltase enzyme are used, when maltose is converted into glucose, then you can use the maltase enzymes. When you can use the invertase enzyme, when sucrose is converted into the glucose and fructose, then you can use the invertase enzyme. My dear students, invertase enzyme is the specific enzyme because it is not converted the maltose into glucose. Only maltose enzyme is converted the maltose into glucose. So this is the basic theory in which you can see here enzyme action is specific. Now we can see here enzymes are denatured by ultraviolet rays and high temperature. Yes, because enzymes are proteinous nature, my dear students. So proteins are denatured by the presence of high temperature. So this is also a correct answer or statements. So you can find out the incorrect. So this is the only one D incorrect, because here you can see enzymes are least active at optimum temperature, but concept is that enzymes are most reactive. Enzymes are most reactive at optimum temperature. And what is the optimum temperature, my dear students? You know the optimum temperature. My dear students, what is the optimum temperature? Optimum temperature. Because in different enzymes act different nature in different reactions. So my dear students, optimum temperature is that temperature in which enzyme activity is maximum. In which enzyme activity is maximum. That temperature in which, my dear students, enzyme activity is maximum is called optimum temperature. Optimum temperature. And here what is the statement, my dear students? The statement is enzymes are least reactive. So why these are least reactive? It's not a least reactive, it's a most reactive. So, this statement is a wrong. So, you can go the question number 9th answer D. Now, my dear students, we can see the question number 10th. Now, we can see the question number 10th. The enzyme which hydrolyzes triglycerides to fatty acids and glycerol is. Enzyme is a proteinous nature, and this is hydrolysis triglycerides to fatty acids. Yes, and that enzyme is called, my dear students, pepsin. It is a pepsin because maltase enzyme convert the maltose into glucose. Okay, this maltose into glucose. You can see the maltose into glucose. We can use this maltase enzyme. And my dear students, when you can use the gymase enzyme, here you have glucose. In presence of gymase enzyme, these enzymes are present in a yeast cells. These enzymes are present in a yeast cells. So, my dear students, when this glucose enzyme is converted into ethanol, plus you can see here carbon dioxide is evolved. So, here number 1 maltase enzyme is converted into glucose, and number 2 glucose is converted into ethanol and carbon dioxide. Now, here enzyme triglycerides to fatty acid, it is converted by this pepsin. So, you can go to the question number 10th, option is D. Now, my dear students, we can see here question number 11th. Here question number 11th, my dear students, this is the adsorption theory. You can see here the speed of a reaction increases because in adsorption theory the catalysis increases the speed of the reaction. Increases because here you can see the concentration of reactant molecules at the active center of the catalyst becomes high due to adsorption. In the process of adsorption, the activation energy of the molecule become large. No, not at all. Activation energy decreases, my dear students, this catalysis. So, rate of reaction is increases because when we see the plot, here these are the reactants, and when you can use the catalyst, then you can see it's decrease the activation energy. These are called activation energy here, and he decrease the activation energy of catalyst. So, my dear students, your answer is lowers the activation energy of the reaction. D is the correct answer. Question number 11, D is the correct answer. Here, according to the adsorption theory of catalyst, the speed of reaction increases because adsorption lowers the activation energy of the reaction. Now, this question is also asked in 2003, my dear students. Now, we can see here question number 12, which is asked in 1996, a colloidal system has particle of which of the following size. Now, you can see the size of the particle, concept and theory. This question is asked from concept and theory. You can learn the particle size, my dear students. Here you can see the colloidal particle size. When 10 angstrom to 2000 angstrom, my dear students. Number 2, 1 nanometer to here you can see the 200 nanometer, and number 3rd is you can see here 10 to the power minus 6 meter to 10 to the power minus 9 meter. These are the particle size of this colloidal particle, my dear students. So, you can see here this colloidal particle size, this colloidal particles, when this particles, any particle of the substance is come in this size, then it is called colloidal solution or colloidal particles. This is a concept and theory. So, you go to the question number 11, option B, 10 to the power minus 6 meter to 10 to the power minus 9 meter, and this question, my dear students, also was in 1996. Now, we can see here question number 13. Measuring zeta potential is useful in determining which property of a colloidal solution. My dear students, you can see here this question is also asked in NEET 2020. My dear students, this viscosity, solubility, stability of the colloidal particle, you can go the answer C. And what is the concept and theory? First of all, you know the what is the zeta potential, my dear students. Zeta potential, you know the zeta potential is also called electrokinetic potential. Zeta potential is also called electrokinetic potential, number 1 point. Number 2 point, my dear students, when this colloidal solution, this is the colloidal solution, and in this colloidal solution, my dear students, when colloidal particles are present, here you can see the colloidal particles, and in this colloidal particles, my dear students, here this colloidal particle positively charged is present. If we know these colloidal particles are positively charged. So, my dear students, you can see here in solution positive as well as negative charge also present. In this solution you can see here positive as well as you can see here negative charge is also present. So, my dear students, positive and negative charge when present in the solution, it means potential difference is developed, and this potential difference is called zeta potential. When we see this is the two type of, you get the layers. Number 1, this layer in which this is the one-off layer, and this layer is called a fixed layer. My dear students, in this layer you can see here positive charge is present on the surface of colloidal particle. When positive charge present on the surface of the colloidal particle, my dear students, then you can see here potential is developed, and this potential is developed in fixed layer. Now we can go to the here mobile layer. What is the mobile layer, my dear students? It is the solution, and this solution water etc., and this layer is called mobile layer, and you can see this in this mobile layer here negative charge is present. My dear students, when negative charge is present in this layer, so difference potential is also developed in this layer, and difference of potential, when you see here difference in the potential between this fixed layer and mobile layer this is called, my dear students, electrokinetic potential, or it is also called, this is zeta potential. So, my dear students, what is a zeta potential? This is called zeta potential. Potential difference is occur between the fixed layer and the mobile layer. When this potential difference is present in the colloidal solution, here this solution is called colloidal solution. When this type of potential difference present in the colloidal solution, then colloidal solution is stable, my dear students. Then this colloidal solution is stable, because when you can added the electrolytes, electrolytes neutralize the positively charged present on colloidal particle. So, colloidal particles are close with each other, and when this positive charge is present on this colloidal particles are not close with each other. So, my dear students, it is repelled with each other, this colloidal particle. So, this colloidal particle is stable, or you can say this solution is stable. Now, when we neutralize this colloidal particle by the adding of these electrolytes, then you can see here these colloidal particles are come close with each other, and it become precipitate in the bottom. It is down precipitate in the bottom, and when it is precipitate in the bottom, so precipitation is occur when the addition of these electrolytes. So, my dear students, this zeta potential or electrokinetic potential stable this colloidal solution. So, you can go the answer C, and answer C is the stability of the colloidal particle. Now, my dear students, we can go to question number 14, which mixture of the solution will lead to the formation of negatively charged colloidal solution. Here you can see the concept of this theory. What is the concept, my dear students? You can see here AgI and iodide minus ion. This iodide minus ion is absorbed by the AgI particle. When you can plot the particle of AgI, this is a colloidal particle, and negative charge of iodide ion is absorbed by this particle. Here you can see this iodide minus ions, it is absorbed by this AgI colloidal particle. So, my dear students, this is called negatively charged colloidal particle, negatively charged colloidal particles. When this negatively charged colloidal particles is present on the surface of these ions, it means my dear students, we can get that this negative charge. Question is that this AgI negatively charged is formed by which? The solution. Because my dear students, when you can mix the AgNO3 plus Ki solution, both solution, then you can get the AgI precipitate. This is the AgI precipitate. I am also taught you this theory also. So, this is a theory of this colloidal solutions. My dear students, this AgNO3 is a solution 1 and this is a solution 2. Here you can see the solution 1. When you can 50 milliliter of 0.1 molar AgNO3 means same concentration. If concentration is same, then my dear students, this AgI absorb it may be absorb the positive or negative particles, because my dear students, you know the adsorption of this colloidal particle, adsorption of the charges on the colloidal particles, it is due to the presence of these electrolytes or presence of the ions in the solution. Here my dear students, you can see the Ag plus ions, and here you can see the I minus ions are present in the solution, and in AgI you can see here positive and negative charges are present in the colloidal particles. So, my dear students, this AgI colloidal particle absorb this Ag plus ions and absorb this I minus ions, but AgI absorb that ion which is present in axis. So, you can see here question number option A, concentration is same 50 of 0.1, 50 of 0.1. So, it may be AgI positive or negative. Here condition is there 50% positive and 50% negative, because you can see here 50% of both are electrolytes are mixed together. Now, we can go to the question option B. Here you can see the 50 milliliter of 1 molar, means this is the 50 ml of 1 molar, and here Ki is mixed the. So, my dear students, here Ki is the 50 milliliter of 1.5 molar. So, you can see here my dear students, concentration of Ai is greater than concentration of AgNO3. It means this 0.5 molar concentration of iodide ions are present in the solution and it is in axis. So, these axis ions are adsorbed by this AgI solution. So, my dear students, you can see here this AgI is negatively charged particles by the addition of AgNO3 and 1.5 molar Ki. So, my dear students, you can go the question number 14, you can go the answer, that is the answer is B here. Now, we can see here question number 15, on which of the following properties does the coagulating power of ion depend? Here my dear students, what is the coagulation? What is the theory and concept? Theory and concept of this question, and also trick. I am giving you trick. So, you can see here and enjoy and give the correct answer. Now, my dear students, what is the coagulating power? Coagulating power is the power of an electrolyte. Coagulating power is the power of electrolyte when added in colloidal solution to convert colloidal sol into precipitate form. My dear students, when colloidal sol is converted into precipitate form, this power of an electrolyte is called coagulating power. So, my dear students, this coagulating power depends upon charges, because negatively charged opposite charges are present on this electrolyte, and plus number of charges means magnitude. Magnitude means number of charges are present. So, my dear students, you can go to the question number 15, answer is C. You can go to the answer C. Now, my dear students, this question is also asked in NEET 2018.